have been arrested in a World Trade Center jump. Apparently, they are extreme skydiving enthusiasts, and the new World Trade Center is in the process of being constructed. Well, they did this jump last fall in September, but no one got arrested until recently, and part of the reason why they just got arrested is because a teenager also successfully went to the World Trade Center in the middle of the night, slipped through security, and went to the roof of the World Trade Center and just hung out for about 2 hours. So now officials want to send a strong message and go after anyone who had the audacity to go through security, failing to realize that, hey, maybe a good idea would be to deal with your security issues, especially when it comes to something like the World Trade Center.
Yeah, I mean, because look, these guys are doing it for fun, basically. But what if your security sucks so much that people who are not interested in fun sneak in?
Yeah, they're embarrassed, okay, because they failed in a case where they need to be as secure as possible. And as a result, since there have been 2 different instances, they're now going to go after these people with full force, okay? They want to like really send a message, and I have a problem with that. Look, what they did was wrong. It's trespassing, but they shouldn't face anything more than trespassing charges. I don't agree with them trying to make an example out of these people just because they're embarrassed, and that's the way I interpret this.
Well, I mean, look, so I'm actually a little bit more mixed on that part of it than you are, right? Obviously, the real issue is security. Whoa.
I can't believe people like to do
this is the actual video of it, okay? Okay, so in some ways, it's clearly super cool. Let's just keep it real, right? And in some ways, it's super uncool. And I, you know, the grandpa in me says like, dude, don't go to the top of the World Trade Center and jump off of it and like just because you want to have fun. That's not the right place to jump from. I don't know, find a mountain. I don't know.
So,
the Empire State Building would be better than the World Trade Center because of what's happened there, obviously. And then they land, and they're in mass, and they land in the middle of traffic. Grandpa Jack doesn't like any of that.
I get it. I don't agree with what they did, right? But I just think that the people that are in the wrong here, or are more wrong in this story, are the people that failed with the security. This is the freaking World Trade Center that has been attacked several times. Like, you gotta deal with it. Like, don't.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. Of course, security is the bigger problem.
They're embarrassed. That's what it's about. They're embarrassed. They're like, no, we're gonna go after them. How dare they?
We're agreed. Trespassing. But
okay, William Bratton.
Here.
No. Okay, William Bratton's statement, and he's the police commissioner, right, got under my skin. Because up until I read this, I agreed with you 100%, Cenk, but William Bratton's statement annoyed me. He said, these men violated the law and placed themselves as well as others in danger. I agree with that, okay. These arrests should send a message to anyone thinking about misusing a landmark this way. No, this should send a message to your ass that you need to do something about the security at the World freaking Trade Center, okay? Don't use them as a way of sending a message. I hate that.
Well, I think you're overreacting there.
Anna, I mean, I agree that the security was bad and they should fix the security, but they should send a message. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be base jumping. You shouldn't be trespassing. You should be doing this because it's a massive security risk to the people who are base jumping and to other people. So yeah, send a message. If you base jump, you're gonna get arrested.
Okay, let me read you the rest of it though, okay? I agree with you. They should face charges for trespassing, but they're gonna go further than that, which I don't agree with. They will be tracked down and they will face serious charges. Being thrill seekers does not give immunity to the law. Okay, I understand you. So they're going to deal with, let me look for the exact charges. Reckless endangerment and misdemeanor jumping from a structure. They're also going to deal with fraud because apparently they're accusing them of lying about their identity in order to get through security. And they're saying, no, we didn't lie about our identity at all. All we did is slip through a gap in the fence. Right, so they're going to go after them much harsher than they typically would.
No, we just broke the other laws. Okay, I agree on trespassing. I agree on the misdemeanor charges. I'm with you, Anna, on the fraud. Look, in some ways, all criminal prosecutions are sending a message. Sending a message: you don't murder people and get away with it. You don't rape people and get away with it. So I'm not as outraged as you are about that. But I understand that they seem to be trying to cover up for their own problems by taking it out on these guys.
Yes, and that's my biggest issue with
Right,
this.
I hear you. Now, is there any non-grandpas in the studio? Anybody in favor of the base jumpers? All right, rock and roll Jesus, befitting your name. Do you want to defend the guys?
Well, they're thrill seekers. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they're gonna keep looking for trouble, and it's so worth it. If all you're getting is a felony, I mean, what was it, a misdemeanor trespassing charge? It's so worth it. I can do it.
That's
You
to
do
send
it?
a message, right?
See, that's right. That's why I got to send a message to
That's
punks
what
like
they send a
Jesus.
message. And here's the thing. Okay, you know what these guys do? Okay, now this is Grandpa Steve again. When they get injured, they sue the structure.
Oh, then we regulate.
Okay.
Then we ride.
Because
Okay,
I
that's
know because a
bullshit.
friend of mine, he's a general counsel at a Las Vegas casino, and they had these asshole base jumpers jump from their building. Then of course they screwed up and got injured. Then they sued them.
Oh, man, that's... Jesus, you're with me on that, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Dude.
You should pay the consequences.
Yeah.
You're not gonna sue.
But they don't. If they get hurt,
By the
they
way,
sue.
what kind of a pussy-ass thrill seeker sues?
Yeah.
Oh, I got hurt. Oh, I'm going to file a lawsuit. You should have protected me, because I'm an idiot.
And you know what they sue for? Bad security. You should have had better security so I couldn't have jumped from your building.
Oh, fuck that. Okay, I'm with Grandpa Steve. Okay, come on, Anna.
What?
Let's give these guys life sentences.